Hi everyone, Elaina here, Whimsical Stitcher here on Flosstube. This is my channel about cross stitch. Today is July 30th, 2023, and welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a little bit. I have lots to show you, and get comfy, and here we go. Just jump right into it. Today I have actually a couple of finishes to show you, fully finished objects, FFOs. I had a little bit of time to do some finishing, so I will show you those. I framed this myself. This is Happy Holidays by Gary Patterson, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And gotta get the ring light out there. Okay, there you go. And I ordered the mat from a place on Etsy, and I don't really recall the name, but if you're interested, I ordered a special cut mat for the circle shape of the matting, and I couldn't find anything at Michael's. The frame is from Michael's, and I did frame it myself. It's an okay job, but honestly, it's not perfect, but it's okay. I actually finished this project in 2018, and it's been sitting here in a drawer, and I thought, well, you need to get framed. So I did it. So there you go. And my other fully finished object, FFO, is by Shannon Christine Designs. And I framed this myself also. And this one is called Pumpkin Spice. And I want to say I finished this November of 2022. This is on Under the Sea Fabrics, 18 count Aida, and I don't recall the name of the fabric. That came out good. Framed it myself. I'm not a professional framer by any means, but do the best I can. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, if you saw my last video, you saw that I finished Guinevere and Lancelot, and I had it framed. So here you go. And I had it framed locally here in, I don't know how I'm gonna get that ring light out of there. There. Locally framed here in Southern California. And I really love the way it came out. You can see the frame. Wanted something a little bit simple on the frame, but thick. And I love the way it came out. And this will be going to my mother's house because she requested that I give it to her. And I cannot refuse my mother. So I'm very happy with that and the way that came out. So, if you notice, or maybe not, you haven't noticed, but I am wearing my cross stitch shirt that I purchased from Stitch Folk on Etsy. They are such cute shirts, and make sure you go to their Etsy, Stitch Folk. I actually purchased two shirts, this one, a white one, and then a sweatshirt. So can't wear it right now, can't wear the sweatshirt right now. It's way too hot here in Southern California. But you'll be seeing that in the wintertime or the fall if it gets cold enough here. So, but make sure you go to their Stitch Folk shop on Etsy. I did hear that somebody was stealing her designs or something, so just make sure you go to the Stitch Folk shop. And I'll try and link it below in the comments so that you know exactly where to go and purchase it. Great shirt, super comfy. I got the V-neck. This is the extra large. I love it. So very happy with my purchase there. Let's see, what else do I have? I have my whips, and I was doing really well. I'm trying to be a little bit more organized, so I made myself some little note cards. And so I can clearly say what I'm talking about. Oh, actually that's not gonna work. I'm trying to be a little bit better in my organizational or in my articulation of this video, because sometimes I have to edit it and I watch it back and I'm sitting here to myself thinking, you need to get it together, girl. You can do better than this. So I'm working on it. Sorry. But I did want to show you I don't have a book of days, but I do have a planner. This is my planner I purchased from Joann's at the end of last year, and it's Feeling So Inspired, and it's actually for sewing projects. It has sections for notes for project ideas and sewing. So if you're into a lot more sewing, it was geared towards that, but it works for me. And here is my plans. So I got a lot of stitching in. Show you that real quick. My handwriting is not the best. Sometimes I can't even read it myself. So let's see. So let's go in with our whips, shall we? Okay, first one is my focus project, which is Beauty and the Beast. I actually got a lot done on this one. Last time I think I had, and I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before, but last time I got in up to her eye, but now I've kind of worked my way across here, and now I actually have the beast's horn. So I think that is coming out really good. This is by Tilton Crafts. Daniel Kordick is the artist. The fabric is Dreamscape Sky Blue 18 count opal by Fabric Flare. And I think it's coming out really good. Kind of, hopefully you can see a little sparkle there. Sorry for all the hanging threads. I do tend to park and do a little cross country, so sorry. I think it's coming out really good. Very happy with this. Okay, next one is, this was my Whip Go number 9, so I completed that. And I'll tell you a little about these cards. I just purchased some little note cards off of Amazon, and then I purchased some Avery stickers, and in this particular size, and I just typed it on there and printed them out and stuck them on there. So I'm hoping that will help me with my organizational skills, because I had it on a different format and I kept having to click on a different screen. It just wasn't working for me. Anyways, so I got a little bit in on this one. I worked for 4 days on this, and this is Sunny Birds, max color, 238 colors. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. Artist is Oleg Gavriolov. I'm not sure how to say that. I figured out what fabric I'm using because I went back through my purchases, and this is actually a 25 count Lugana water sapphire with the DMC threads. Before I only had just a little piece in here, and actually I know it doesn't look like much, but this is actually probably about 1,500 stitches or more. And I'm trying to go down a little bit so I can see more of the picture, because if I went across, it's going to be blue for forever. Blue, blue, blue. And this is actually 4 or 5 different shades of blue. So I'm trying to work my way down so that I can see more of the picture come to life a little bit faster. And this is, next one is my Whip Go for June. It's number 4 on Whip Go, and that is Checking It Twice by Heaven and Earth Designs. And yes, you'll see I cross country in here, and I also park, so sorry. Okay, checking it twice. Heaven and Earth Designs. Artist is Donna Gelsinger. DMC Floss. And I want to say this is 22 count Ada. Just a white Ada. Very basic. I probably got it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something. And last time you saw it, I'll try and insert a picture about the last time, but I worked here, took the navy blue all the way across and then down, and I got a lot of this filled in this area over here. So I did a little bit of Christmas in July. So that's that one. And I love these little cards because they're different different patterns. I think they're for more like if you're scrapbooking or paper crafts, but I used it just the same. Looks good. So I was behind in my WhipGo numbers. So my next project that I'm going to show you is my WhipGo number 11, and it was actually called in February, so I was trying to catch up. So I did a little bit of this one. This is Amphitrite from Bella Filipina, and I actually worked all the way down this way. And I'll insert a picture of what it's supposed to look like and where I was at last time. This is on Fabric Flare, Splendid Blue, 16 count opalescent with all the called for colors. And that's that one. So I'm getting caught up with my WhipGo. Actually, I am caught up now. So I feel really good about that because I was behind. And I don't like being behind like that. Okay. Next one is let me just pause this for a while and get my project home. Okay. Next one I'm going to show you is Swan Lake. And Swan Lake is number 25 on my WhipGo. And I was having a real hard time with this one. I love the fabric. I love the chart. And this is what I did the first time. And I realized that the blue wasn't working. And I had showed you that last time. So I tried to change colors, and I did. I changed the moon to a variegated DMC number 90, and I tried 2/2 here. I didn't like the way my stitches were coming out, so I said, okay, we're gonna try 1/1, and this is 28 count. And you can see I did 1/1 there, and I didn't like that either. So I gave up on this fabric. I gave up using this fabric for this particular project because I love the color, I love the fabric, it just wasn't working. Just wasn't working. So I gave up on that. So it is now going to be on this fabric. So I changed to the variegated number 90 DMC floss, and I did a restart on this particular fabric. It's Fiberlicious, and it's Mermaid Molly, I believe, and it's 32 count, and I'm so happy with the 32 count over the 28 count. So I really like the way that's coming out. That one, so much happier, and I still love the fabric. It's that pretty blue, and so that is working much better for me. Okay, what's next? Oh, I worked on this one, and this is my WhipGo number 23, and that was called for in July. I believe it was July. And it is the Lady of Mystery by Miliabilia. I actually got some good progress on this one. This is by Fabric Flare, and it's called Forest Miracle, and it's 32 count. So I got some really good progress on this one. So you can see I kind of started in her mid part of her dress, and I started to work up, and I worked a little bit down. And this is with all the called for. I had originally started this December 31st, and I didn't really get very much on it. Probably like 40 or 50 stitches. It wasn't a big start, but I actually got some dress in, and I'm loving the way it's coming out on this fabric. And I'm not going to stitch the arbor that goes around. I don't think it'll, actually I don't think it'll fit. I'll see how it goes, but I don't think it'll fit. I think I'm barely going to get her head in this area, and then her dress will flow out down here. But I really love the colors on this. That's that one. And then my other July call for, actually that one was an older July call, would go. No, that was this month. That was this month. Anyways, for June, one of my whip goes was to do a new start on Bellatrix. Sorry about that. And I did a new start. So I started her on July 23rd. And this is, so this is Bellatrix by Bella Filipina. The fabric is called Skyfall by Fiberlicious, and it's 32 count. And I have the picture, what it's supposed to look like. I'm sure you're familiar with this one. It's not anything that's new. This is what she's supposed to look like, and this is, so I started in the upper left hand corner. I wanted to start with the fireball that's in her hand because you can see this fabric has some yellow, so I kind of wanted to place it on that side of the fabric. So I got a good start on that one. And I think that is all my whips. Yeah, that's all my whips for today. But I wanted to show you my haul. I got the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's a very good magazine. I do like it, and it's really tempting to go down this rabbit hole of starting to do the punch needle, but I keep telling myself I don't need another hobby. See how long that lasts. Fabric clubs. I got Under the Sea Fabrics, and this one is Helios, and I purchased, this is 18 count. Maybe put some Halloween or mermaid on that. Looks good. And then my my other subscription for fabric is Fabrics by Stephanie. This one's French Blue, and this one is 32 count. Looks good. Pretty, very pretty. And then I realized that I had some gift cards at work. They give us points for various things, customer service, going the extra mile, things like that, and you get points. And you can convert those points to gift cards. So I decided to treat myself to some new patterns. And so I'll show you my charts. These are PDF. I did purchase some hard copies, but they haven't arrived yet. So I'll show you the PDFs I purchased. This one is Game of Swans by Long Donk Samplers. These are my first Long Donk sampler purchases. So I don't know what I'm going to stitch it on. I haven't even, well, I have started to think about what I want to stitch it on and what colors, but I haven't kitted it up yet. Let's put it that way. The other Long Donk sampler I purchased was Templar Prophecy. I have been eyeing these Long Donk samplers for quite some time, and they were on my wish list, and I finally purchased them. And they've been out for a while. The other one I purchased was from Twin Peak Primitives, Haunted Chateau, and I purchased on Etsy. This one just came out, I want to say, a couple of weeks ago. I saw it when Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching showed it on their channel, and I love it. I love it. There's a little knight there. How cute is he? I'm not so sure I will stitch in the alphabet. I'm not much of an alphabet stitcher, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I can adjust it or put something else there. And then I purchased from Stitchrovia, Everything is Better with Magic. I saw this on another Flosstuber's channel quite some time ago, and I fell in love with it. And then this one I purchased from Brooks Books on Etsy, and I love it. I think this is such a colorful piece, and it says all you need is faith, trust, and a little stitchy dust, and that is fabulous. I love this one, and I will hang this in my cross stitch room when it is finished. It's just so cute. And then this one, one of my other purchases is this full coverage. I need another full coverage, but you know what? That's okay. Gothic Fairy Tale by Celtic Rose, and I purchased this on Etsy. Look at how beautiful that dress is, and the castle. I love this pattern. I love it. I have to start stitching this. I mean, I love it. I saw it on Facebook. Somebody posted it on Facebook, and then I was like, where do I find that? So I found it on Etsy. I love it. It's totally me. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. I've made lots of other purchases with my gift cards. So I was super happy, but they just haven't come in the mail yet. But I'm sure they will get here soon. And then I'll show you that on the next video. My plans. I want to, I'm going to do my 2 whip goes, which will be Evening in the Park, which is barely had a start on that. So I hope to get some really good progress on that. And then my other whip go is, oh lordy, what was it? Flew out of my brain. Sorry. Oh, 'Tis the Season. And 'Tis the Season is going for a finish. And that was, let me get that here. Hold on. Just a second. Let me get it and I'll show you. Okay, 'Tis the Season. I'm thinking I can get a finish on this. I just have this end part to go. So I'm hoping to get a finish on that in August. And then the other whip I call was Evening in the Park. And I just said that, but I will show it to you real quick. There's literally hardly anything to see at all. I think I got 10 stitches in. Not very much. Just a couple. Actually, you can see more string hanging there than you can the stitches. Okay. Is that 10 stitches? But I'm really going to work on this. I'm very intimidated by this project, Evening in the Park. It's my first chatelaine, and this is what it's going to look like. And it's a lot of beading. I'm very intimidated by this. It has a lot of specialty stitches. I'm not worried about the beading so much as I am the specialty stitches and just overall reading the pattern. I found it very difficult, but if you have any tips or tricks, let me know, because, and I think that's probably why I haven't picked it up again. It's just very intimidating to me, and I've read the pattern several times, and I'm on the Facebook group for Chatelaine, and I read everyone's comments to try and help me out, but yeah, very intimidated by it. I don't know about that one. But hopefully I just need to sit down and work on it and focus on that and not have anybody, you know, bothering me, put the phones away, put everything away, and just focus on it and get it started. And hopefully I'll get a good amount of progress so you can see it next time. I am going to start a new rotation. Once I touch Evening in the Park, I will have touched every single whip that I have. And it's a little, to me, it was a little frustrating because it took me 7 months all the way to July, and then now August, it'll be August, that it took me to touch every single one of my whips. So I'm trying to find a rotation that I can touch more of my whips more often so I can see more progress. And aside from quitting my job, because that's not going to happen, I was trying to think of another rotation. So I think I did it. I am going to work on my focus project, which is Beauty and the Beast, every Sunday, and alternating Monday through Wednesday. So it'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then do another rotation for a different project for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then the next week, Beauty and the Beast on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a different rotation piece, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, another rotation piece, so that I can work more and then finish and then continue that the whole repetitive every week, so that I can hopefully touch more projects. And I was thinking 3 days, if I worked on a project for 3 days, I should be able to get enough progress so that you'll be able to see a difference. Because I worked on another project, Hip Hip Hooray, it's my small project, but I didn't get enough time to put in anything that you'd be able to see any difference, so I didn't want to show it. So I want to be able to give you, enough progress so you can kind of see a little bit of improvement, right? Between the before and after picture. So that's what I'm going to work on. That's the game plan for August, and that's all I got. Thank you for coming to hang out with me, and I hope you saw something that grabbed your interest, and I hope I enabled you. And if anyone wants to start any of those new patterns, let me know. I'm really dying to start that Gothic fairy tale. I'm usually not into Gothic art, but I couldn't help it on that one. That one was just, this one just has me. It has me. So, thank you for tuning in, and happy stitching, everyone. Try and stay cool. It's hot here, but I've heard it's hot everywhere. So, try and stay cool, and happy stitching, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.